Tonight it's the Quayside 5K, organised by Gateshead Harriers. It's one of the fantastic races that people enter throughout the year, and there's a great atmosphere here on the Quayside. I know it's going to be amazing. I did it myself last year, and I'm hoping I'm going to beat my own time.
The idea of using this location is just because it is so iconic. We've got a great layout in Baltic Square with the Baltic, we've got the Sage behind me, the Gateshead Millennium Bridge. It's just such a great setting, so it already creates that real good atmosphere that this is something special, it's a special event.
It's an iconic race, you know, and with a beautiful quayside finishing off over the Millennium Bridge.
The race goes basically all the way along the quayside, a mile and a half out, and then come all the way back.
We turn around, we come back along, and then we run over the lovely bridge and bounce, which it always does because it's a very bouncy bridge. Come around and straight through the finish.
I think it makes it so special because you're going along Newcastle Quayside, which is a gorgeous place to be, and you go past a few of the bridges, and it's just a beautiful run, I think.
The route is a really lovely one along the banks of the Tyne, right out as far as the arena, and then back and over the Gateshead Millennium Bridge to finish in Baltic Square. It's a fantastic route. It's really flat, so it's really good for runners, but it's also really beautiful scenery. And for people that don't know the Quayside or are visitors here for the first time, it's a brilliant way to showcase Newcastle and Gateshead to the rest of the world.
Well, it's 5 kilometres, only a mile and a half up the road and back again, but right on the quayside beside the Baltic, and run underneath the Tyne Bridge, which is recognised all over the world.
Iconic, see all the sights, see all the bridges, see the city, see everything.
Well, it's organised by Gateshead Harriers, who are a very long-standing running club in this area, who in the past have been at times the best running club in the country, winning multiple national championships.
I started this event about 4 years ago. It's the third run in the event. We did have 1 year off, and the whole idea behind the event was, let's get a race that is designed for runners to run fast. Obviously we need to bear in mind safety, but you know, runners want to run PBs. Doesn't matter if it's the real elite guys who are international athletes trying to break the course record and run as close to 14 minutes as possible, or the guys who, you know, they've got a PB of 65 minutes, they want to get under 60. We want to get a course that is going to be just flat, fast, designed with the atmosphere in mind to get everybody around there really quickly, all really buzzing about it, all going, you know, we want to do this race every year because this is the one where we get with PB. So that's what the course was designed for, and that's the whole idea.
It's meant to be a fast and flat course for the speedies.
Yeah.
Not for us tonight though.
It's a very fast route, very flat, so you'll see some really fast runners and then you'll see the rest of us plodding in behind.
It's really flat, and it's a mile and a half out, turn around, mile and a half, come back. So although you might get the wind one way slightly, it's always on your back on the way back. It's nice and fast route. That's what you want for a 5K. Really.
Yeah, it's a really good route to get PB.
You've got your fast runners at the front, but you've also got the ones just doing it for the fun aspect. Good range of
every ability.
Yeah.
I know lots of people are hoping to get really good times. That's one of the good things about this race. It's very flat. And I know there are all sorts of different races with all sorts of different gradients, but one of the things that makes this really good is the flatness of it. Really, there aren't any hills until you come right up over the bridge at the end. And to be honest, by then you're so excited about finishing, it doesn't really feel like a hill at all.
I'm a little bit nervous because I think it's supposed to be quite a fast run, and we're not the quickest. But as long as we get round in one piece, that's the main thing.
And can breathe at the end of it. That's the main thing.
Nice flat run out, flat run back, bit of a hit on the end.
Great course, great fast times for everybody, great event.
There's the elite runners that take part, but they're great pace setters for the club runners. And then you've got the people who be normal park runners. The race is actually for everybody. It's all different abilities. As you can see, the times there's a big difference in the times, but it is just for everyone to come and join in. The race will be bigger next year, be even bigger and better. So we hope to just increase on the numbers, and it's just for everybody really, just to come along. And with the Great North Run being just 2 weeks away, it's a good warm up as well for that. So people like to do it then. Gets them in the spirit for the Great North Run.
These days, a lot of old school road races have been moved into parks. They've got pretty dodgy underfoot, lots of twists and turns, and runners finish and they go, oh, you know what, I really enjoyed that run, but I can run faster, you know, if I had a flat, fast course. So we thought, you know what, going to do it in the best location that we can find, to make it flat, make it fast, make it so it's really good for social media, for pictures, for filming, and that's why I want to do it here.
I think it's a quick course and a lot of PB, so I think that's when runners are happy.
You've got some of the area's best runners right at the front of it. But that's the beauty of running. You can be at any level and compete in the same event as some of the very best.
We want this to be like a fixture on the calendar, that people want to come here because this is the one that is the big target to run fast.
The conditions are perfect actually. Not too windy, quite overcast, not too humid, not too hot. So yeah, perfect conditions today.
It's nice to have a bit of sunshine, but we don't want it too hot.
At least it's not torrential rain like it was
It's
this
not.
morning.
It's not raining. It's not blazing sunshine. So it's nice.
Torrential rain and thunderstorms this morning, but we've got perfect conditions now.
These are really good conditions for running tonight. It's a bit breezy, it's not raining, but it's not too warm either.
Nice and cool, not too windy. That route can be really, really windy on the way out especially, so yeah, I'd say it's pretty good.
Lovely August day for England.
It's a race that we always follow and love quite a lot because a lot of the clubs in the northeast, we all like to support each other's races and everything else. So as a Newcastle front runner, the guys at Gateshead Harriers come over for our race, the LGBT 5K, and we do all the other clubs' races. And so it's just a nice thing to come out and support each of the clubs.
We try and support all local runs and participate where possible.
It's where we train, so it's like a home race. Really enjoyable, good local race. Fun.
We are absolutely delighted with the way the race has gone tonight. It is so good. We've got such a great running community in the northeast, and it's fantastic to see all the different clubs coming together, competing against each other. It creates a great atmosphere. It's a fantastic location, and it's just been thrilling for the club to be able to put on the race and just show everyone what we're all about. And hopefully it will encourage people to come along and maybe join Gateshead Harriers and become runners themselves. So we'd love to have them at the club.
500 people, a sellout. Smashed it.
It's all sold out and there's plenty of people here, so yeah.
The lovely vibes of the quayside.
Everyone's been hanging around talking and joking after the event.
I want a monkey. Yeah. There's monkeys. I want a monkey.
You get a nice cheeky monkey in the trophy as well.
Yeah, good atmosphere, good
Loads of local clubs.
good crowd.
This just to me typifies local athletics. Everybody, as soon as the race starts, we're all serious and doing our very best, running as hard as we can. As soon as it finishes, we're all friends again, enjoying the experience.
The atmosphere we want to create is that people want to be here because they enjoy running, but they really want to run fast, they want to get better, they want to finish a race going, you know what, I absolutely gave it my all there and I'm going away from that event like really happy. We've done a lot on social media to try and create a little bit of a buzz about the event, and that obviously showed. We had a lot of clapping, a lot of cheering. It's just been a really good atmosphere. All the marshals have been really encouraging. The public have been brilliant. They don't mind getting out of the way. They don't mind clapping and cheering the athletes along. We've had lots of families and friends supporting in the area. The music going, just creating that real buzz and an atmosphere that people want to be here and they want to come back.
We absolutely can't wait for next year. We'll already start planning. We'll get a date in the diary as soon as possible.
I think for anybody who wants to run next year, they've got to sign up fast. We will try and expand and get bigger. We've gone from 200 to 300 to a 500 sellout. We want to get bigger. We want to encourage everybody who wants to run to come down and run, but you're going to have to get in there straight away because people do want to be here now. They do want to do it. The times are fast. People are enjoying it. We want people to come back. Put this in your calendar as the one to run next year, and then make sure that you sign up straight away.
I only started running a couple of years ago when I got into my early 40s, and I never thought I could be a runner. I never thought I could enjoy this kind of thing, but I do. I love it. I've got the bug, and if I can do it, anybody can. So come and join in and take part. You'll really enjoy it.
We started running in January just as a kind of New Year's resolution, wasn't it? And then we got a little bit too into it and signed up for the Great North Run, then we signed up for the Manchester Marathon, and we just keep
dark skies
signing up for different races. So It's all gone a bit pear-shaped.
Yeah. You seem to have become runners.
We both run for Gateshead Harriers, which is obviously the club that's quite local to here. This is our event. I'm actually the club captain, so I have to be here. I'm just coming back from injury, so I'm not expecting to do very well today, but never mind.
For me personally, it's part of a massive challenge that I'm doing this year. I'm 50, unfortunately, in December, so I decided last December that I'm going to do 100 races this year from a mile upwards. And tonight will probably be somewhere around about 82 or 83, so a bit crazy.
I'm a local lass, I'm from Gateshead. Started running for Gateshead a few years ago and yeah, I never looked back.
I think it went quite well. It was possibly a PB by a couple of seconds for me. So.
It'd be better if I can get a PB next year. It's been 3 years coming, so that'd be nice.
30-second PB for me. I was chasing my arch nemesis and I snuck past him, so a success.
Gateshead Harriers have organised this, and lots of teams have entered, and lots of non-team runners have entered too. It's a really important event for Gateshead Harriers to fundraise. In fact, it's their biggest fundraising event of the year. So we're all here having fun, we're all here supporting our own clubs, but we're also raising some money as well, which is a really good thing.
Special guest, and thank you to Charlie Spedden for turning up today. He's Gateshead Harriers legend, former London Marathon winner, former English Marathon record holder and Olympic bronze medalist. So thank you to Charlie to come along today.
I started when I was 16 years old, and it took me till I was 32, another 16 years before I reached my peak. But during that time, my greatest achievements were winning the national championship at 10,000 metres on the track, and that got me to compete in the Commonwealth Games, 10,000 metres where I was 4th, European Championships where I was 8th, which was good, but I always felt perhaps I could do more, so I moved up to the marathon, and I won the London Marathon in 1984. That got me into the British Olympic team for the Los Angeles Olympic Games, where I ran the best race of my entire life and finished 3rd and got a bronze medal. My best achievement after that was in the London Marathon again, where I ran my personal best time of 2 hours 8 minutes 33 seconds, which is still number 3 on the British all-time list 30 odd years later.
We were absolutely thrilled tonight to have Charlie Spedden come along and actually give out the trophies and start the race. It was absolutely fantastic. He's such a legend within the club that he's just like, it's just fantastic to have him here. So we're so delighted that he came down. So unfortunately we lost our chairman in April. He passed away after a very short illness, and in his memory we have created the David Mount Cup, which is awarded and will be awarded now every year to the first placed female and male Gateshead Harrier. So we were delighted to have David's wife here tonight to give out the trophy, so we hope to continue with that. And David's son was actually taking part as well in the race tonight, so it's all in memory of him. He was very much involved in the organising and the resurrecting of the 5k.
Yeah, it's a nice evening, flat run, lots of Gateshead vests out there tonight, so always good. It's a good run, really well organised, good stuff, enjoyable, yeah, definitely, loved it.
I would love to thank all of the marshals, all of the officials, all the guys who came behind the scenes to really make this happen. We've had some great sponsors who, they really wanted to get involved, to hand out trophies, bring down water. It's been a real sort of team effort. You wouldn't believe how many people contribute behind the scenes. We're talking around about 60 people who have chipped in to do something, and every little helps for an event like this. And even people who weren't racing and they had family and friends have been asking, can I come down and do something on the night? Can I help being marshal? It's created a great atmosphere, and we do really appreciate everybody giving their time for the club.